rodeo ride into a seated rodeo ride. You'll see the difference here with the nomenclature is. And then we're going to work on, once you get them on the buttocks in a seated rodeo ride, we're going to work then on what we call a hip shift. In other words, it's just a way of shifting them over, the body weight over, and then taking control. We're going to do some different moves from here. We're going to start with some pinning techniques to start. So.
So we're going to start off with our basic rodeo ride. Okay, get your hooks in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll them over. I'm going to turn Eric a little bit so I roll towards the camera.
Do one of the lapels first.
Okay. So this time I'm going to start with the lapels. Okay, and I'm going to pull them this way and come up on my butt. So the important thing to remember is as you're pulling, I'm not going to roll sideways. I'm going to roll my hip and try and aim my butt right there. So you lead with your hip and try and land right there. Okay? And we just sit right up.
Real key point here before he goes on. See how he's seated on his buttocks? Don't bear his weight on you. You don't want to be here. You don't want to be Derek in here. Okay? You want to be seated on your buttocks. Now you have much better control. Can you spin it around here so you can see? Now look at, see how he's got shoulder control, upper body control, lower body control. Okay? And he's not crossing his ankles. He's not strong anyway, but he's really controlling the hips. And he's manipulating Eric's body very much here. But he's on his buttocks. Now, by being on his buttocks, he has a good solid base, a good stable base, but he has room to maneuver. He has a lot of mobility from here. Okay, so I wanted to interrupt that because that is a key thing when you control people. Again, like you say, control a position, get the submission. You've got to control a position as much as possible and then keep improving. That's what he's doing here. So, go ahead, sorry.
Okay. So from here, what we're going to do is maybe I'm having difficulties getting control and maybe he started to actually peel hooks off, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook underneath his feet. And again, it's perfect for when he starts peeling hooks off. You just hook underneath his feet. And he's expecting me to come back through and hook in the front. And as he starts turning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift over the foot, pull it back down with your grips. Okay? He already wants to go that way anyways. So you just kick him the way that you're going. And we call it the hip shift. We're shifting over to the hip and kicking him that way. And he kind of unloads onto the side, boom, and then you kick back into a north-south pin.
All right, can you get back? See if you're really right. Now guys, watch here. Now here's where we work the stuff. Now, when he manipulates here, okay, see here, this hooks. This foot comes over and it's just propping. See now, what's going to happen is, Eric's going to shift this way. See, by hooking over, see how Derek dropped his shoulders, or his hip and his knee, and he just shifts them over. Wham! And he comes right back and controls. That manipulation of the lower extremities is essential to this skill. So that's something you work on, just lower body control, okay? It's using your feet. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So I'm going to go this way so you can see the foot prop. Okay. So once he peels, it's going to hook, and I'm going to prop that foot right there. And that way, when he starts moving, I can just kick him right over it, and then you're going to kick this foot back and pull that side's grip back. I'm being real nice and not getting Eric's back of his head on my shoulder, but normally you stay in tight, and now you see how his head's popped up, and then you flatten out. And it's unpleasant.
For the judo guys, the IJF, for the judo guys and IJF rules and stuff, I guess it is pretty much right. Now, what'll ease off this neck here is that Derek shifts over a bit and see, and he's got a little more of an angle, and he still has great control because he's totally controlling Eric's upper body here, his shoulders, but he's let off the pressure of the neck. So I mean, if you're in a submission grappling or something like that, where you know it's a D situation, you want a little neck action, let them know you love them with the neck thing there. That's a good way to do that. Pop that neck up there. So.
Okay. And when you're pinning, notice I have the lapels here. You try and pull them out the back of his armpits, and that effectively pins his shoulders down, and then you get your chin or your head down on the near side shoulder, and you're kind of laying on it. And that way, when he starts scrambling around trying to get out, no matter which way he turns, one of those grips pulls him back, and then you lock it down with your head. Okay? Stay low. That's the easiest way to do it. If you want to be more mobile, getting ready for a sub, we're up on our knees and our toes. And it's still a good pin. It's just a little bit more mobile. You notice you can kind of move around with him a little bit. You don't always get the lapels. Sometimes you're not even in a jacket. And people tend to be in one camp or the other. They either like the wrist right or they like the lapel right. So we play with both of them just to kind of see. And again, if you're trying to be balanced, you never know which one he's going to give you. He might hit the deck and go like this, and you're not going to get the lapel right very well, but that's opening up the wrist rights. You know, likewise, he might be like covering his wrists and fighting wrist rights off, but that opens up the lapels. So take what he's giving you, not necessarily what you want, okay? Because you'll probably get what you want in the end anyways. Be patient, take what he gives you. So in this case, I'm going to come in and I'm going to get a double wrist right. So he's blocking the neck. I know I'm probably not going to get his lapels, so you scoop under and catch his wrists, okay? As soon as I start rolling, I'm going to, here, sit up a little bit so you can kind of see I'm right there, okay? Now I can control his shoulders just like I was with the lapels. So as I'm rolling over, I'm going to pull on the opposite side to get him to turn with me. Okay, so roll, right back up. I tend to like this a little bit better because it keeps me tighter on the guy, and it kind of helps me sit up. Because as he goes up, he's going to pull me with him, whether he wants to or not. Okay, everything else is the same, with the difference being he's probably not going to be able to peel a foot off. So I might be thinking here, okay, I don't think I can get the choke off, so I'm going to keep his wrists, okay? Pop. Boom. And again, this one's a little bit easier to hold the guy down with, and you just pull that in there like that. Okay, so that one's, again, same pin, just flattened out this time. Okay, now he might fight it. He might be trying to turn that way. You just keep pulling that shoulder back. Okay, so it can definitely be a first, second, third attempt sort of situation. Make sense? Mm-hmm.